Do you need help?
There's nothing to help with.
What are you doing?
Going fishing.
I'm telling you, there's no fish out there. How did this happen?
Come with me.
What are we gonna do?
Change the world. Your sins are forgiven, my son.
I thought only God could do that.
Which is easier, to say his sins are forgiven, or say he get up and walk?
I've had reports of a young prophet of Nazareth. It's rumored he works miracles. They all do.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
Pray to him, and he will listen.
5,000 came to see him. 5,000.
If you hunger for righteousness, you will be filled through me.
Welcome to the special edition of Hannity. Now, that was the trailer for the upcoming blockbuster movie called The Son of God. It chronicles the life and death of Jesus Christ and the resurrection. The film is a 20th Century Fox production, which is the parent company of this network. The movie's producers, Roma Downey and Burnett, created the Bible miniseries. It was a huge success on the History Channel, and they join me now to talk about their latest project, and later we'll bring in our studio audience. How are you guys?
We're just great.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, does he do Survivor at home? Because...
Oh, yeah, he does. You know, he has the kids doing all kinds of things in the pool, and we practice and have so much fun. But
I can't help it. I can't help it. It's my personality.
So those crazy ideas on your Survivor show come from your mind. Okay, I'm just asking.
I've tortured the family,
yeah,
including Roma.
We're the test audience. I'm somebody who now scuba dives, and I don't even like to swim. So.
Oh well, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's a big step forward.
It is, yeah.
Good job,
Mark, let me ask both of you this. So you put together this miniseries for the History Channel, blockbuster, huge, massive, historic ratings for the channel. Nothing ever higher. Why? Why do you think it was such a big success?
Oh, clearly it's a nation hungry for God, who loves God. It's one nation under God. You know, a lot of the media is played as if Americans don't love God. That's so not true. We've been to like 30 cities in 40 days. Churches are full. Some churches are asking regular churchgoers to come on Saturday nights to make room for all the new people who want to get in on Sundays.
Well, there are some churches growing, and then you have other churches that they've seen declines. But this obviously resonated. The Passion of the Christ was one of the biggest blockbuster movies of all time. What do you think, Roma?
Well, I think that, you know, Jesus hasn't been on the big screen since then. I think that we are visual learners. You know, there's so much of what I remember as a child, I saw it in the movies. And the opportunity to see these important stories that are just part of who we are, see them brought to life on the screen, I think it makes that emotional connection, and we retain that. I think it's useful for us. It's good information, and it's inspiring.
You know, if you go back to old Hollywood and you look at classics like The Ten Commandments or Ben-Hur, or any of those movies, they were huge, massive blockbusters. It seems Hollywood a lot wants to go to the lowest common denominator. And then all of a sudden, these movies come out one after another. Your miniseries, now this movie's about to break, The Passion of the Christ, huge ratings. Is there a message here? Time Magazine, every year, Newsweek, their biggest selling issues are when they put Jesus on the cover in, around Christmas time. So there's a message here, isn't there?
There's a message, and clearly there's a big thirst for the Bible, big thirst for Jesus, and the message is, let's make more about God and about the Bible. Who wouldn't want to be with God every day? Who wouldn't want to know Jesus? We believe that thoroughly, and I think the ratings show that. I mean, 100 million people. You know, in Canada, the Bible series beat hockey.
In Canada?
Yes.
It's almost a religion that it beat. It's a separate religion. Good point. What made you want to do this project? Obviously, you're well known for Touched by an Angel. You're known for a lot of series on television. And you put everything behind this. Why?
It came in as a whisper in our hearts, you know. We just felt the importance to do it. And we sat down together over a cup of tea and Mark said, you want to do what? The whole Bible? And I said, yes, I think that's what we should do. And we shook hands on it, and we decided we would do it together, and we never looked back. And, you know, I think when we originally started off on this journey, many people thought we were nuts, that we'd lost our minds.
You mean on the movie part or the miniseries part, or both?
Both.
On both, you know,
both.
I think. Well, now on the movie part, I'm sure that there are people thinking, these two won't be quiet, you know, we can't put them down. We had the Bible series in 2013, we have Son of God in 2014, but, you know, this is our story. This is our shared story.
They're Hollywood's noisiest Christians.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to keep being noisy.
Do you say that it's almost like that's viewed negatively?
Oh, maybe it used to be. We don't think so. I think what the Bible series did, and this upcoming movie, Son of God, it's sort of given people permission to come up and talk openly about their love of God. And I'll say, like on a show like The Voice, they have 400 employees. They don't know everybody and certainly don't know what they're thinking personally. But as a result of the Bible series, at least 50 Voice employees came up to me privately and said, Mr. Burnett, thank you so much for making the Bible. It meant so much to my family. I would never have known what they were thinking personally. It's really given... We were pulled over in the TSA, but the TSA pulled us out of line. We thought, oh, we're going to get searched. The TSA guy said, what's wrong? He said, nothing. I'm just thanking you for the Bible.
Mm-hmm. Now, did the freedom of your success from your other TV ventures, did that allow you the freedom to just pursue the passion? Because this seems like the passion, the other stuff, is it less of a passion, more of a business?
Oh, we have a day job. We do have a day job, and it's doing very well.
I think that the success of our other shows and our other projects allowed us the opportunity to, you know, we had the resources, we had the platform, we had the leverage, you know, to be able to do this. We came to it with no fear. We felt full of love. I think everything begins with intention, and our intention in this always was to bring these stories forward as the love story that they are, to bring this loving, healing, hopeful message, because I believe it's that people are thirsty for. Either there's no God or there's only God.
Mm-hmm. What about, you look at America, you see cultural decline, we hear about it all the time. Do you believe America culturally has deteriorated from, say, where our founders and framers started?
Well, I do. Obviously, we are naturalized Americans. We've been here like 25 years now, and our kids are Americans. But it is a nation built on two things, really, right? Built on the Bible and built on free enterprise. That's what this is.
Liberals hate when you say that this is a Judeo-Christian country. They don't like to hear that. What about people of other religions? Look, I experience this every day. I believe America was founded on Judeo-Christian principles, period.
Well, for sure, it was. And we will say also, from traveling so much over the last few months with Son of God in so many cities, we've met so many good people who are so vibrant. I feel God's very much alive. Jesus is very much alive in this nation. That's from us. It's almost like we've been on an election tour or something, you know, city by city by city, and we're going to elect Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I think certainly, you know, if you turn the news on, you would think that there's nothing but bad news everywhere.
There's a lot of it.
There is.
Crime, drugs, poverty, government dependency, food stamps, people are struggling.
I understand, but I still think that there needs to be more noise for the good guys, and there are good people doing good things all over this country.
All right, now, when we come back, you felt sort of some miraculous signs came during the taping of the series, and I want to talk to you about that. We'll come back. We'll continue. We'll have much more with Mark Burnett and Roma Downey right after the break, and have some more preview clips from the movie The Son of God as Hannity continues.
This program is brought to you by the